Embedded systems these days require a microcontroller, and NXP has a brand new one. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about our MCX L series of microcontrollers that we're just launching. And this is a series of microcontrollers that's focused on battery operated applications. So things like water meters, gas meters, smart home sensors, anything where the user wants to be able to place them in remote areas that don't have power. And so the whole idea of this new series of microcontrollers is it's been completely optimized to run off battery. It has a extremely power efficient always on domain, and it uses adaptive dynamic voltage control to carefully monitor the internal supply voltage and ensure that that always on domain is sipping the minimum amount of current. And it's got an architecture that actually lets you break out a more advanced computing domain, and you can wake up that as you need to either perform more analytics on the data or transmit it off chip.
Good. Well, we have a demo here. Let's take a look at it.
All right, sounds good. So what we have here is a demonstration featuring our MCX L microcontroller that we just recently launched. And we've got it set up here as a water meter. The key benefits for this part is that it offers extremely low power, so it can operate on battery over a course of years. It has a always-on sense domain with an M0 Plus processor, and that's what's going to be constantly sampling this flow meter. It's part of the water meter. And then it has a more advanced computing domain with the M33. And so what we're showing here as we turn it on is it's going to be measuring the flow through this meter, but you can actually see how much voltage and current are being consumed by the part. And as it's going to sleep, it's got an always-on component, which is extremely low, and then it's periodically turning on and waking up that M33 to then transmit that data so we can show it on the screen. And you can now see it starting to measure the flow through now that we've opened the valve.
Great. Now, in terms of development, what kind of tools do you have available for this?
So the MCX L series is part of a broader portfolio of MCUs from NXP, and that's our MCX. It's supported by our MCU Expresso, so a common developer environment and SDK. We support either FreeRTOS or Zephyr on these products, and then we also feature our Freedom development boards, and this is across the MCX family. So we have those for every single microcontroller, and what's nice about them is they're extremely compact, easy to use and bring up, plus they are modular, so you can attach different sensors, cameras, displays through either an Arduino header or a microclick bus, and make it very simple to create early proof of concepts.
Great. Neat stuff for getting started in embedded computing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.